Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet, and this particular issue of popular mechanics is kind of special to me. There is no power like overpower. I have a distinct respect for military personnel and technology, because let's face it, technology wouldn't be technology without the army, without war and whatnot. And in this issue is basically the debut of the Hummer in the American infantry army. And geez, that's like saying a lot. They went from Jeeps to Hummers. I know people who served who absolutely loved the original Jeep. You know, the type of Jeep that the military men could just get like six of them together. They could rebuild that thing, no problem, just in the middle of parade grounds. You know what I'm talking about. So I really think that this is a special issue because it marks a change of technology within the core, basically. And that's wonderful. Now that I got that respect out of the way, let me make fun of it a little bit. Call it a tank buster. I mean, any infantry guy with a anti-aircraft weapon could probably take down a tank with a bit of luck. He says, knowingly acting like he knows what it's like. Careful, guys. This guy's played Call of Duty. I love how he's firing, though this thing's catching air. I mean, that's like the worst possible time to fire. But hey, if you were testing it out, that'd be fine. Get the colonel over there being like, "Hey, let's launch over that and fire the RPG at the same time. It'd be fun." Now, professionally, should you? No. But as men, I think that we all would. Yeah, I think would. Once again, we got the Marlboro Man and one pissed off horse who doesn't want to get smacked with that thing. I'm wondering, could the Marlboro Man take Joe Camel? Let's face it, they're both good friends. Brokeback Mountain style. An air filter advertisement. I just can't get over how mundane some of these advertisements are in popular mechanics. An air filter, a brand of air filter. I mean, I understand the car commercials, the cigarette commercials, and the alcohols. Yeah, I swear to God, every abandoned farmhouse I come to, I love exploring abandoned farmhouses. They always have one of those compressors of some size. Any kid loves to flip through popular mechanics, even on the shitter. Just look at the purty pictures. It's interesting how in the 80s, we weren't as concerned with the makeup of the tire, but if you go back, it was really important how many ply. Yeah, four ply. This has got to be the latest display of advertisers talking about how many ply, because they went from two ply to four ply. Geez, I feel like I'm talking about toilet paper. Like, are you guys checking out right now as I'm talking about this? But it's just interesting how much technology has been completely lost for us. Here we got the guys in the helicopters going up Brokeback Mountain Patrol. That's right. But it's interesting how much information we've lost and how much of a situation we're moving into in the future where it seems like there's less capable individuals of, like, I get the feeling these guys could fix this if they had to. These two could fix this. But I have a feeling in today's day and age, the Brokeback Mountain Patrol, if they went up to a mountain and took a flyer, they're probably less likely to be able to fix it, but be able to pilot it more, even though piloting it's probably more confusing now. Oh, I want one. I remember seeing these in Radio Shack in the Kitchener-Waterloo Mall. I wanted it so bad because then I could watch TV in the bus. I gotta find some of these mini tools. I feel like you can get giant ones, but you can't get anything small enough. I mean, you could work on your World of Warcraft figures on that. World of Warcraft. Warhammer. An advertisement for a 12-volt fan. I got one of those in my room right now. I got solar panels and I got batteries running into my room. Right down there. So when this was produced, I doubt you'd be able to find something like that at a secondhand store. But dude, I find these in secondhand stores all the frickin' time. So if there's any younger folks watching, what I want you to know is that we have everything now. All of the things that we could want, we have access to, and we can afford them better than ever before. It's remarkable. But some of us can't afford housing anymore or food. Man, okay, so Americans, if you're listening, there's some bad ideas going to be making their way into America soon. It's going to be making houses more expensive and making food more expensive. Europe's figured it out, Canada figured it out, Australia, and it's bad. It's bad, man. They're just manipulating everything to make everything more expensive. And the people who are doing it don't even care about the country while they say they're Canadian, like Galen Weston, who runs Loblaws, which is our food place. But he lives in Ireland. He lives in Ireland. Like he might have a Canadian accent, but he's not as Canadian as like my neighbor, for example. And sometimes I wonder if he's even as Canadian as my buddy who has a work permit, who's Filipino. Nicest guy, nicest. Love the Philippines. I'm sorry, I'm going too far. I want one of these. Want one of these so much. I have a feeling if you had one of these days, people would laugh at you. But look how much fun. I don't care if you call me gay. That just don't roll over on it. Wait, how bad would that hurt if it rolled on you? I wonder. Knew a guy that had a 4x4 roll on him while he was on rock, and he was out for a while. Let's say I was this years old before I actually asked myself what the radiator cools. The radiator must cool the engine to make sure it doesn't explode because of all the explosions going on the inside of it, right? Why wasn't I asking these questions when I was a teenager? I spent too much time with Magic the Gathering. Engines are the coolest thing. I mean, they literally use explosives, coal and nitrogen, nuclear. None of these things are quite as cool as making things explode within your car. That is so cool. Back in the day, you could drive around in the back of your truck like that, no problem. But these days, oh man, you try putting your dog in the back of a truck and oh man, you better be on the back 40 driving real slow because some Karen's going to give you a hard time. I remember when I used to sit on the back of these things and we go through town with Officer Vince Tremblay and we just get people's recyclable paper, throw them in the back, and then we would take that recyclable paper and get money for it. They paid by the pound. This guy seems a little too frisky for that truck, but hey, you do you, buddy. Oh, getting nice and close there. I like that smile. Artists be so good in the 80s that I don't know if this is a painting or a photograph that was just cut out extremely nicely. Huh. Interesting use of oversaturation of silver on a page. More freaking advertisements for shocks. Huh. There must have been a lot of money in basic car parts back in the day. Imagine waking up, going out to your garage, and there's like a scientist that's taking the engine out of your car. Uh, just go back to bed, sir. Nothing to see here. I used to work in an auto parts factory where they made you wear white, and some people are like, oh, I don't want to get dirty. And I was like, I don't care. My uniform is basically my rag. Remember when people had time to go backpacking and not be considered homeless? I would not want to backpack in Alaska. Is taking your kids out for a nature walk considered child abuse these days? I don't need it, but I want one. A Japanese truck from the 80s that has a tow hook. Look at here, children. I think this is the old kind of. Oh no, that's the new kind. So this new kind, everyone knows what the new kind of tents are like, but the old kind, you had to get all the poles together and snap them in just right, and hope everything doesn't come down. My dad had this great idea. We'll go camping overnight, so we don't have to get a hotel. But it takes a long time to set a camp up back then. Jeez, I love the looks of those old generators because those things could burn damn near anything. Anything. My dad's got a Volkswagen Golf that he still runs filtered. Use vegetable oil through. Step up on the taste, step down on the tar. Oh boy, I know all the women who ever smoked cigarettes have always told me, oh, Nevin, I really like the low tar cigarettes. Just get me some low tar cigarettes and I'll go on a date with you. The Atari 5200, the angry video game nerd had an issue with this one. I don't think he could even find a remote that worked with it. Anyways, here they're saying, hey, as soon as third party people get onto this, it'll be great. Free candy van, yes. Ooh. Could that be one of the could that be the original steering wheel accessory? I mean, one you had to go out and buy separately. I know you could get units that had it attached, but I think that's the original steering wheel for a video game. Home console, anyways. Here we got Thelma and Louise stealing away in a Chevrolet Camaro while their husband plays with himself. Better yet, he got two better companions. Nothing runs like a deer, I'll tell you what, Bobby. Legit though, I'd like John Deere if they had the better right to repair thing. I mean, this is the kind of tractor that someone can repair, but who the hell would give farmers an issue in repairing their own stuff? I mean, you have got to have a lot of gall in order to tell a farmer that he can't repair his own equipment. Look at this douche canoe. People actually wanted to look like him? I mean, okay, I'm sure those people make a hell of a lot more money than I do. The secret of spray painting the house. Try not to get the windows. Screw this lady, she didn't pay her bill last time. Oh, frick, he sprays the window and then scrapes the glass? What? Sweet popular mechanics project, build an in-the-wall shop. It looks a bit thin, I wonder if it'd fall over, but at the same time, damn, that would be fun to make. They give you literally everything. It might be a little easier if they give you... So sometimes there's little pieces in it that are difficult to find, I find. So boomer stuff, the kids call it these days, is just stuff that they're not too interested in. And grandfather clocks is one of these things. There was a time those things would fill a room, and just like a Victorian house, they seem to haunt themselves. You got a spooky old, clock, grandfather clock. Yeah, it's got a spirit of its own almost. Now, you want to know some interesting mechanics when it comes to spirits? So, like I said, I live in a Victorian house, and it is impossible to have a Victorian house without it being haunted. Because as soon as you see a true Victorian house, you're like, whoa, that's spooky. Not because there's a ghost in it, because it's Victorian. Also, there's something called the Philip experiment. It was a Canadian experiment done by people far more normal than me and probably you, where they found out that they could project themselves by basically creating spirits. And what they found was if if everyone got into it and did things right, basically, if you make up the story and if you have it in your head and you believe it or not, it works. Kind of like the placebo effect. All of a sudden, Philip was making himself known on TV. They did it on City TV and shoot. If you had the Farmers 3, it was on channel 6 and channel 13. It's funny, around here we had the Farmers 3 until satellite became a thing, and then technically satellite was just hacking the waves that were coming. And then the satellite people got all disgruntled because all their pornography was getting distributed free, and then they had to put a code on it. I make an extra $60 in the weekend in my spare time sharpening knives and avoiding my wife and children. It's probably best that way. Oh, you can tell we're in the 80s because he's actually wearing personal protective equipment, legitimately. Let's face it, in the 70s we would have said that that's personal protective equipment enough. I'm to understand these don't actually work, but hey, technology, am I right? Now, what's interesting about this is it scares rats and mice, but in a previous popular mechanics, they were also advertising these on pet collars, so that could drive a cat nuts. My ex had a Reliant like that, and a lot of her fuses were pennies. Her grandpa was pretty gnarly. Thermal scan for breast cancer. I think we can all admit as men or as humans, we could do better. We we got it. We got to figure out a better mammogram because holy Christ, to get your tatas squeezed like that, like really guys, we got to find better. I mean, our moms and sisters are going through those things. Like no, we got to find a better way. I swear that's the third advertisement for those houses I've seen going through those magazines. This things are really interesting. Apparently, it's really difficult to have a library in there. Historically, square books and round houses and buildings don't get together all that well. Start with, huh. I still remember when I was a kid, I could get an LCD watch for $2. And I was like, next to nothing. It was so cool. There's a lot of old stuff in the back. Like, yeah, make your own money, learn how to reupholster. Serious. Nobody knows how to reupholster. Is it because it's looked down upon or something? But legit, nobody knows how to do it. So you get situations where people have classic cars and they just need things reupholstered on it, and just nobody does it. Nothing too interesting. Wait a second, how come I didn't see that? Okay, so the Gutenberg press was a big revolution. I really think YouTube is the next Gutenberg press since we were able to make information and copy it. Man, freedom, true freedom, intellectually especially. The first English Bible that was pressed into being was so bad, they ended up calling it like the Satanic Bible because it was so off and there were so many mistakes in it that even one of the 10 Commandments was just ruined, which is hilarious. What wasn't hilarious is the guy's punishment. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me. I really feel like this is a historic Popular Mechanics. April 1983. Military grade. This this is a good one. Anyways, have a good one, folks. Take care of each other.